And so on camera, we think that this is, somebody had made a comment and said, this is basically the backside, the fuzzy side of leather. So this is pre-Alcantara. And so we're gonna see if we can improve this. And it certainly looks different than Alcantara, so it does make sense to me that we have something that's different. So I don't know how this is gonna come out. Yeah, it's definitely not Alcantara. I think he's right. I think this would be like take leather, flip it over, and it's the fuzzy side of the leather, you know?
Hello, Matt.
Hey, buddy, how's it going?
Good. How you doing, my friend?
Question for you.
Yes, sir.
I'm doing an E30 M3.
Okay.
It's a, it has a leather wheel, but it's like the back side of the leather, you know, the fuzzy side of the leather.
Right, right.
And it's all balled up. What should I do to that? Do you treat it like Alcantara and sand it?
Yeah. It's going to be a lot more tolerant than the Alcantara will, too.
Oh, okay, cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
So I'm going to clean it with a steamer and like Sonax Alcantara cleaner. Just kind of, I don't have any of your stuff here.
Sonax is fine.
And just clean it out with a steamer and, you know, on a brush. And then from there, I was planning on sanding it, but I wanted to see if anyone...
You let it dry. You let it dry, though, thoroughly if you can. Like, I mean, or maybe if you have a heat gun, you can maybe help speed it up a little bit.
Yep.
But once you clean it, you know, definitely try to let it dry a little bit. Like, don't sand it wet.
Got it. Yep.
Yeah,
because it'll be stiffer and fall off more.
Yeah, correct. It'll grab more and be a little bit more abrasive than you want it to be.
Got it. It's perfect.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I noticed it's some kind of goo.
Yeah.
It's like glue or something that.
Yeah.
When I drove it over here.
Either that or it's worn through, but it doesn't look like it. He's saying that you can sand it more than Alcantara, because Alcantara you can sand right through it.
Yeah.
So like this here, I think we're going to be able to clean up nicely, but we need to get the dirt out of it first. All right, and then hand me that steamer. This is great. I'm going to have personal assistance here.
Yeah, you got 5 of them today. 4 EAG and... Was that wheel fixed?
Yeah, it's off-putting when you're driving. It's like, ugh. It doesn't look really dirty though. We're gonna find out. So I just want to get it damp. I don't think the heat really matters all that much. It's more of, the heat certainly helps it clean, I would wager. And then I'm gonna get my product in it.
You guys ever use Sonax?
So now, just like Alcantara, I don't want to go and beat the crap out of this. I just want to, be somewhat gentle with it. Just get the product in the leather. Yeah, it doesn't seem super dirty. Not gross. That's not bad. All you have to do is just wet it down every time you get in.
Yeah, and then it...
Just trying to be extra careful, right? Because at least with Alcantara, if you go ham on it, you'll frickin' ruin it. It's cleaning up better than Alcantara. This is my kind of detail. I'm sitting nice and comfy, you know? I wonder if we could have, this doesn't seem super dirty. We might have been able to just skip this step and just sanded it, call it a day, but I guess it doesn't hurt to clean it. I think that's about all we need here. Let's see. So I feel like this leather didn't absorb as much as like Alcantara would absorb a lot of product and a lot of water, so it stayed much more surface. I think it's glue. There's a couple of glue spots around the stitching. We're about ready. Okay. Here we go. So check out this little guy. This is a specific leather sanding pad. Yep. Probably like I don't know, like 500 grit maybe.
Okay.
1,000 grit. Can't tell. It's not really coming off. So on Alcantara, the difference, I would go like this, because it's so much softer than this. But it sure seems like I can go a little bit more aggressively. Yeah, it's definitely working. Just so if you did this with Alcantara, I would have been through the steering wheel already.
Yeah.
If I went this aggressively with it. So you can see why I taped this up, because otherwise I'd be scuffing the center. See, look, it's gotten,
Yeah.
it's still a little bit damp, so I might need to do a little bit more, but it's looking better. Yeah, if you could just buy one. I mean, because this still is not as good as new, you know, we're taking some of the product off.
No, I know, but specifically for you though, it's
Yeah.
you really want at least, even if you remove it. Yeah, we talked about perforated leather, but I'm gonna do a PHP knob.
This is pretty seriously hardy, man.
Yeah, I was literally about to say, I'm like, man, you're giving it beans.
Yeah. I mean, this is pretty soft. I mean, look, I am removing some.
Yeah.
So again, if I was doing Alcantara, what I would do is kind of hold it like this. I would go. And stuff would be freaking falling off like crazy. On this, I'm having to hammer down on it to get it off. But I don't think I would go more aggressive. Just work a little harder, a little longer with this, and I think we can get a pretty good result. It's awesome.
Yeah. You can see a little bit of the grit. It looks like
It's like
glitter almost.
Yeah. So I think I'll
Re-steam it.
Yeah, just steam it once more and wipe it down. I want to let it like fully dry to see what happens. You know, does it get all balled up again? So an Alcantara wheel would take 7 or 8 minutes. This looks like it would take probably an hour to get it done the way you want. Ryan sure was right. He's like, man, it's a lot more forgiving.
So much.
Yeah, we're taking the tops off of the.
Yeah. Color looks appropriate now. Hopefully you can drive it without having to get out and feel like you need to.
So I really need to get in here. Can I do this without jacking up that M? Makes me think you could use an even more aggressive sanding pad. No, there's only one. It's the only one. You use it for Alcantara, for leather, for everything.
How does that react on regular leather?
It'll scuff it, right? But then you would re-dye it. So you would sand in order so that the dye would adhere. So, I mean, this is, they call it the leather sanding pad. We just happen to be able to use it for this as well.
Yeah, the nice thing is,
So this needs a lot more work.
so when you fill the frame, it's a little more effort for you.
Yeah, this is super durable, this material.
Yeah, it's,
I mean, I guess it's the backside of leather, so it's getting better.
yeah.
Up here looks good, like this section, but you know, every time I go at it, I see more balls that need to get. I think what I made it let it do is fully dry, and then come back and hit it, you know, hit it once more. But I think that the conclusion is, if you're a E30 guy and you're nervous about your steering wheel, don't be. This is frickin' drop a frickin' atomic bomb on this thing and be fine. Sturdy as crap. I'm just happy about this part where you can give your hand right here. It's beautiful. Look at all that.
Yeah, it's definitely working.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I barely even put a dent in this thing. So yeah, it needs more work, but I think it needs to dry out. So I think if I let it dry out completely, and I'll scuff it up like this, you know, raise the fibers up, and then just kind of hammer down on the thing, and I might be able to get the rest of this. Like, I don't like how this looks here. I don't like how that looks. I like how I want it to all look like this.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard. It's way better though. I just
Yeah,
think
yeah,
that's so hardy. It's just takes way more time.
yep. So I think if I let it get like bone dry, it'll have a better chance of it actually doing more work. But that's pretty cool. It's pretty neat that we can get this steering wheel. The steering wheel looks great. Get all this fuzziness off of it. This section right here looks pretty decent too, right here. In the front, I just have some more on the bottom to do.
That section looks the most gray though from back here.
Yeah, it does.
Little
Yeah.
corner.
I think it has, I just think it's drying, right? I think this is the driest part, because I think the steering wheel is gray. Grayish, not like deep black. So,
To BMW to use that material.
this is what you would do. I'll let it dry overnight. I'll hit it tomorrow and make it look pretty. So same thing here I would do to this shift knob. This here, I'm just going to clean it up and then just do a quick little scuff up and clean it up. It'll look great. Hey everyone, if you enjoyed this series, I appreciate your support. Go to obsessgarage.com, get yourself a plate frame. I think these things are awesome. We get these from a company called Kamisaska. I think this is like my third or fourth product, something we've had for a really long time. They also give and provide these little covers or screw hiders, so we'll do these as well. This car is a 4-hole, so we need 4 of them. So we have these in the store as well. I think they're a couple of bucks. So we got some screws, got my covers, got my plate, got Drew's dealer plate here. Another thing to note, screws on the Swiss tracks, no big deal. Just keep that in mind when you're freaking out about that. So we take that, these things unscrew like this. Let's hope that our screws are long enough to reach through all this. Let me put it on our, center that up, just keep it loose so I can get these all in position. We'll be the only people ever to run a 37-minute long mid-roll ad. But hey, I like to break down walls. Position. Then get this centered up. And then these little caps screw on. There you go. Wax it. Your car will look sweet. I love the Honda, but I think that's a little better. Go to Obsessed Garage, get yourself a plate frame.